Uh, yeah, I've been putting this off for far too long. Uh, my father and mother always give me. I've been blessed to receive messages of knowledge and wisdom come from my father and mother to share with mankind. And for whatever reason or another, I've been putting it off. But I see the state that the world is in, or human beings are going towards. So I have to share what my father and mother gave me to share with you all. And when I speak of my father and mother, I'm speaking of your father and mother, the energy that created all of us. Like I'm really not going to get into no titles or no. I'll let you figure that out for your own self. But I will tell you that I travel with the light. I am a light bearer, and I travel with the names Zavan, Lucien, Michael. So this topic right here I'm gonna speak on right now for the human beings. And I know that, well, like I was told before, it's not for everyone, but yet and still it is for everybody, I like to say. So those that will get it will receive it, and those that won't, hopefully they get it at a later time. Now I'm gonna explain a little bit. This is just off the top dealing with spirit. I'm gonna explain a little bit about it's so complex and abstract, but yet again it's so simple. I'm gonna explain like the energy that we know of as God. And maybe I'll lead into something else after that. Now, it's simple and it's plain because for one thing to exist, it takes two things. For an example, for the human being, whether you're male or female, or a plant, or anything, a building, anything, it takes two things and two opposite things to make one being. Two opposite things come together and synchronize and share their energy, which produces something outside of both of them, but it still has both of their energies within it. You get what I'm saying? Like this is the Trinity. Like I have a father and I had a physical mother, earthly people here. They made me, right? Now within me travels a right side and a left side, which represent duality, which represent two opposites. You get what I'm saying? So God is the energy of God is like this here. God is the energy that holds both of these opposite energies. Like it's not light, it's not dark, but yet and still it holds within itself light and dark. It holds within itself masculine and feminine. It holds within itself white, black, red, blue, silver, gold, and so on. Any opposites you can think of, God holds this within itself. Now, we are all here, all human beings, all things on this planet are here by this same energy, and this same energy dwells within it. As we all know, the creator dwells within its creation. Like you can see a painting, and you may not see who painted, who created, but when you look at the painting, the creator of that painting is within the painting because they created. So they live on within the painting or the artwork or whatever it may be, or the music or anything. So that's the same with us human beings. So with that being said, the energy of God makes itself, and hold on, let me stop right quick, because a lot of people like to say, they like to mention, say he when they speak of God. And I can understand if you want to say that instead of saying he and she all the time, or, you know, but just like a person could say he, a person could say she, because, like I told you, it holds both energies, he and she, or, all opposites. And this is on a higher level, so he or she really doesn't mean a physical he or she. It's pertaining to energy, positive energy and negative energy. And we are, every human being, everything is the result of this. So now, how does God, how does the human being manifest God? Let's go. It's pretty simple, but I will carry on. The feminine aspect that God holds or that God uses for whatever endeavor, that energy, the shape that's associated with the feminine is a circle. A circle, we all know or should know, a circle is 360 degrees. When you deal with esoteric teachings and stuff like this and that, or when you look up into the sky, everything you see up there or you've been shown from up there is in a circular motion. So circle equals feminine equals woman equals the heavens upstairs, right? But like I told you, God has both aspects, both energies. So now, when you look at man or the earth, it's anything that's built on earth has to be built up on the 90 degrees. Whether you're living in a house or you're living in a building or whatever, if you see concrete on the ground, the pavements, everything that's earthly here, that's not, natural or whatever like that, that has to be built up, is built in a 90-degree angle. This is what some societies or some societies like to put great emphasis on the cornerstone, which builds up everything around it. The cornerstone would be equal to 90 degrees. Same as when you read the Bible, they speak about Adam being uh, 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 created from the dirt, or mud or dirt and water, which makes mud. They're saying that man was created from earth, you know. And then you go on, you can read the Quran where it speaks about that how Adam was built in the image and likeness, and he was built in image and likeness of God, and he was built up to be 60 cubits. Now, when you um, not is it translate or transfer cubits or whatever like that to feet? because cubics is like an old word. You know what I mean? So you had to switch over cubics to feet, and you come up with 90 feet. So in other words, that's 90 feet is 90 degrees. So 90 degrees is a base angle. It's not a circle, it's a square. So that's where you have certain people saying, can't no one knock me out my square, and others saying, can no one come into my circle. That's why you have some people wear blue, some people wear red. That's why the sun is in the sky. The sun represents the red, which is masculine. When at nighttime the moon jumps up, she represents feminine, which is blue. Just when we go to little league games, one team has on red, one team has on blue. Now, the human body. How does the human body bear witness to this truth and exhibit this truth? Okay, let's start. Well, if you ever took notice, and I'm quite sure you did, you have double of everything, which means they are opposite. You have two eyes, two nostrils, two ears, two lips, two breasts, two arms, two legs, two ears, everything, two feet, everything. One is right, one is left, right? That being said, the right side of the body is controlled by the left side of the brain. The left side of the brain is masculine, so therefore is red, which controls the right side of the body. And the right side of the brain is feminine. It's the colors associated with that is blue, white, silver, and once again, the celestial body that's governs that, or is deals with that is the moon. So everything on your body, everything on the human being's body, even animal's body, or is double, is two opposites. Now, as we all know, God is omnipresent, is everywhere, is everything. Now, the human being that walks upon this earth is at all times in heaven as well as on earth. So that being said, they are dealing with the circle and the square at all times. There's always sun beneath your feet, which is 90 degrees, and there's always nothing above your head unless you got a hat on or something like that. So your head is in the heavens and your feet is on the earth. Your head is in the heavens, which is 360, and your feet is on the earth, which is 90 degrees. Now, because the human being was birthed on the earth, but they came from somewhere else, the human being has to evolve. Same like, and I don't want to say this right now, a lot of these messages will be like kind of having the same thing in it. Like sometimes you will listen to this one, listen to that one, be like, what thing? He said the same thing before. And you're right. Why? Because there's only one truth. And it can be explained this way, that way, many ways, but it's only one truth. So ultimately, it will come back towards the one truth. You get what I'm saying? So for the human being to evolve here, the human being has to, same like when we are children, we was crawling and then we was able to gain the first major lesson in our life, and that was balance. Balance. And we look over that because it was a small thing and it was so long time ago. But how were we able to get forward? Because we were crawling, we wanted to go somewhere, but we wanted to get there, I guess, sooner, or we wanted to get there, in a, I guess, more quicker way, or whatever, sooner way, or more efficient way. So we had to stand up and gain balance. So that's same as, because all things are in what is that, reference to a higher truth, a higher knowing, the ultimate truth. So we had to gain balance. And what do we gain balance with? Opposites. Right, left, up, down, heaven and earth. Now, the body also represents this truth. Why? Because I'm just explaining, your feet are on the ground. So that means that for you to evolve here on the ground, on the earth, you have to travel 90 degrees 4 times. Saying like we have east, west, north, south, or the 4 seasons, you have to, or the 4 elements, you have to travel these to gain completion worldly. Whereas though your head is already in the heavens and your head is already 360 degrees, that's where all the knowledge is stored already. It just takes you bouncing it out from within your being and walking it out and living it out. So God manifests itself in the human being. Why? Because the human being has opposites of everything. The human being's feet are, I guess, comfortably placed in a 90-degree angle, but for you to travel full circle, then that means that you had to travel a 90-degree angle 4 times, and that would be east, west, north, and south in all 4 directions, as well as all 4 elements that consist to make up everything, air, water, fire, and earth. And above your feet, the opposite of your feet is your halo, which is 360 degrees, which stays in heaven. So, like I told you from the beginning, God is the energy that makes all opposites, and all opposites dwell within it. So as we have the sun in the day and the moon in the night, which are signs for us to look at, and keys for us to look at ourselves. We all walk with the sun and moon. So, man and woman, even of not knowing on the intellectual, spiritual way, you can just observe your body, and your body manifests the truth of God and the truth of you.